As a school, we're about 14% free school meals. But in terms of children receiving pupil premium funding, it's slightly above that, at about 30%. And in my class, we're full, so we're 30 children, 3 children, so 10% free school meals, but 17% we're receiving pupil premium funding. Both in my class in Year 1, they've both just turned 6. Has recently arrived in the UK and at our school in Myatt from Nigeria. So his experiences here are very limited.
So what's the countryside?
It's a bit like another country because it's called countryside, but it's just near to another country.
Born and brought up in Lewisham. When she talks about her experiences, it's interesting because they're all school experiences. So the seaside trip, the farm trip, that was all her, thanks to school, outreach, which is lovely.
I went to the countryside. I saw lots of rocks, but there was a big hill, but I couldn't climb up it. I kept on falling down.
They have ideas of the countryside, and some of them have been before, as we said. So, yeah, mixed ideas.
What do you think people do in the countryside? Any ideas?
I think they just have a picnic.
Have a picnic? Yeah, that's quite a nice idea.
They could be gods.
They can be gods.
Gods.
Gods. What sort of gods?
Gods that protect the place from people who are coming to steal.
Some are really excited. They said, I'm really excited. Some said, I'm worried. I'm nervous. One girl said, I've been to the countryside once before, but that was a long time ago. One little boy in my class said, I've got a funny feeling because I'm excited, but I'm also worried because I don't know what will happen. I spoke to earlier. She said, I feel a bit embarrassed because I'm thinking about the animals might lick my hands if I try and feed them. So she's sort of remembered that feeling from going to the city farm in reception.
So how do you feel about going tomorrow?
Nervous.
Nervous? Why are you nervous?
Because then one of the animals will start licking me.
As soon as an experience is real, the children, the concepts will become real, and the connections they make are so much deeper, and the learnings is better. So, yeah, it's great.
Here I've got some. Do you want some of mine?
Found a butterfly.
No!
There we go. Love it.
We've been running down hills all the way down to the bottom.
And we've been picking a lot of cherries.
Oh, right.
We liked feeding the horses and stroking them.
I like feeding the horses as well and stroking it.
Do you remember seeing the bees?
Yeah.
And what did you think of that?
And if you were very brave, you could look inside their hive and they wouldn't sting you.
And were you very brave?
Yeah, I looked inside their hive and one flew into my face, but I still looked inside. And we get to take some sheep wool home. You can make clothes out of sheep wool off the sheep, but they're gonna grow some anyway.
Because of going on that trip, do you think you learned anything new? What do you think you learned?
Dairy cows make milk and the brown cows make meat.
Okay.
I liked creeping up to the cows because we saw a baby cow and it was cute. I liked the sheep getting their wool off.
Just the fact that this was a very free, they were free within the environment there. And even the fact there was this sort of element of danger, looking in the beehive, being in with the sheep as they were being shorn. We weren't behind a fence, were we? We were in that pen with the sheep. That's really exciting. I think that stayed with them. And they can build vocabulary. Things like to shear a sheep, that was new to them. We talked about that baby cows are called calves. They suddenly all understood what a meadow was. We've used thistle. We've talked about maggots because we found the dead crow. We had a whole table set up about our farm visit, and it was lovely. I was just listening in a little bit, hearing the children tell their parents, with a few prompts of photos and a few farm animals, about their experiences, and it made me realise how much they'd got from it. So they were really, really interested. And we had lots of conversations at the farmland in yellow that actually so much of the United Kingdom is farmland, and they found that really interesting because obviously we're in London. We've drawn a journey, our journey, from Myatt Garden in Brockley all the way along, you know, through Brockley, through Lewisham, onto the motorway, and then into the countryside in Kent and to Torry Hill, and the changes we imagined first. We imagined we were back on the coach, and what did we see as we went along, and then they drew it, and those are lovely maps. For some of them travelling quite a considerable distance without a parent. We didn't have parents for everybody. I mean, they knew they were safe and well cared for, but that was quite a big thing, exploring that environment just with teachers. So yeah, I think it has a considerable impact on confidence, social skills, as well as, you know, geographical science, the skills that you'd be sort of expecting them to build.